Crap on a cracker, people. I'm telling you, man. I really am very, very disappointed with a lot of people in this country. I just had a conversation with somebody, and he's one of those people that are demanding to be on lockdown. He's also one of those people that would probably narc on you if you weren't following the governor's or the fucking president's guidelines or mandates or rules or whatever. You know, if he happened to see you not, doing your social distancing, or you had more than 10 people over at your house, he's gonna fucking call the cops. See, that's already started, man. Making narcs out of people, making rats out of people, because they believe this fucking virus narrative. I'm not saying this virus ain't real. I'm saying they're using this virus as a fall guy to implement their new world order. But hey, that guy, he can't wrap his head around that. It's just too big of a fucking, it's too massive. It just can't be true. It can't be true. He thinks I'm a radical. He thinks that the stuff that I talk about is just too radical. It's I think it was today. I think the governor here in Florida, I didn't watch the newscast. I heard it from other people. I need to watch it. But I heard today that Florida has now got a damn shelter in your home thing for 30 days. I mean, honestly, my job, because at the moment, we make window frames and door frames for prisons. So, because we make prison stuff, my job is basically considered essential. So, yeah. I have a job at the moment, which I'm thinking about taking a couple of weeks off anyway. But, it could be a point where, in the near future, where, because of this order, that I might have to get a damn note just to travel back and forth from my house to work. If I happen to get stopped by a cop, I gotta, provide proof that I have a reason to be out of my house. Must show your papers. Must show your papers. See, these are things that the Nazis did. They forced it to where you always had to have some papers to show. The Nazis also put out propaganda out there to make people into narcs and into rats, to rat out their neighbors, rat out their fucking family, whatever, to the Gestapo. And then anybody that was found like dissenting against the Nazis or any of that kind of stuff, or didn't comply and all that other stuff, they'll try and make them out to be the bad guy. Like with the virus thing, it's like, oh, you want to just walk outside like a free man. Oh, well then you want people to die, because I want to be a free man and walk outside. See, that's what they're going to try and do too, is this public shaming. It's exactly what the Nazis did also. They also took all the weapons. That's coming. They're going to try and do that. Because honestly, man, all these other countries, they were already neutered. They don't have weapons to defend themselves with. So it really wasn't a big deal, because they weren't going to get so much of a reaction or retaliation or whatever from any other stuff that they do. But here in the States, most of us are armed. So, they're going to try and turn all of us against each other. That guy, he actually is demanding to be on lockdown. He actually is one of those people that are demanding to be on lockdown. But I don't really think he understands what that means. In his mind, it's like, oh, yeah, well, nobody's going to come by the house. I'll have it all to myself. I got some stuff I could do around here. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. This is going away. Everything will be fine when this is all over. Everything will be fine. All this stuff that I talk about and all that stuff, in his mind, he's like, man, that's just too extreme. It's too radical. It will never happen. It'll never happen. I hope to God I'm fucking wrong. I sincerely hope to God I'm fucking wrong. The only problem is that I don't think I am. And honestly, man, there's a lot of things that I've been talking about over the past, 20 years about stuff. A lot of the stuff that I've been talking about has come to pass. And there has been people that has come up to me and said, damn, Wingnut, I thought you were a wackadoo. But man, some of the stuff that you were talking about, man, actually happened. And shit, you were right. I've actually had people come up to me and say this. And it kind of makes me wonder. That guy I was just talking to a little while ago. I wonder if his tune is going to change in a couple of months. I wonder if he's going to have a change of heart when it gets to his front door. I wonder. But he'll probably be one of those that will cower and submit and comply with whatever is told to him. And he'll be one of the dangerous people that we'll look out for, because they'll probably give him all these deals if he would just turn in some people, or rat some people out, or whatever, for these privileges that they'll promise him. That's just one person so far. Honestly, man, there's a lot of people out there. I got a guy at work that is, in my mind, he's a communist, because he's all for this stuff, and he's all like, man, you're that type of guy, man, that's just gonna put everybody in danger. I'm like, what do you mean? Can you prove any of this stuff, that this virus is actually killing people? People are fucking dying, man. Don't you know it? These people are fucking dying. Do you know anybody personally? No. How do you have any proof? Do you have any evidence that there's people dying of this stuff, of this COVID-19? I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying that this so-called COVID-19 ain't killing anybody. What I'm saying is that this virus is a scapegoat for the New World Order to take command of all the countries. The New World Order would be one world government, and then the one world currency. That's why they're going to get rid of cash, try and make everything digital. That's why they need 5G. They need 5G to be in place for the bandwidth for when they do the digital currency and the digital IDs, the national IDs and all that other stuff. The chip that Microsoft wants to put in every motherfucking, or Bill Gates really wants to put in every motherfucking person on the planet. Well, they need the bandwidth. They need the infrastructure of the 5G because it works under a blockchain platform. And you need that 5G network for the blockchain. I mean, it is kind of interesting that a lot of the supposed hotspots out there, where the supposed COVID-19 is just going rampant. If you notice, those are actually the same places where the 5G has already been implemented. You know, see, Lynn Haven down here after the Hurricane Michael, Lynn Haven, I talked to the mayor of Lynn Haven, and she was telling me that they're going to get 5G in Lynn Haven. All right, because they got a grant from whatever, and then Verizon gave them a deal and all that stuff. So the mayor's looking at it as money for the city if they allow them to put the 5G network in. So she's all about the fucking money. She's not really concerned, I guess, about the effects of 5G and 6G and 7G and all that stuff. Not really worried about those effects. Or either they're ignorant of it, or they don't give a shit, and or they actually know about it and they still want it in. I mean, because they know what it's going to be used for. See the thing is, man. You know, the blockchain platform and stuff like that, and 5G becomes the neural network of the AI system. All right, that becomes the neural network of the AI system. You know, and they want it to touch every inch of this planet. They want to be able to surveil and control all commerce over this whole planet. And I'm going to tell you something, man. It even said it in the Bible. You get the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast, this is the way they're going to control buying and selling commerce. That's where the chip comes into play. The thing is, man, people like me are probably going to be hunted down because we believe in freedom. We believe in liberty, pursuit of happiness. You know, believe in family, believe in life. We're going to be hunted down. That's I mean, you know, that's a reality that could happen if the dominoes keep on stacking up and they get toppled over in that realm. Like I said, you know, I know you've seen it on the news and on, you know, TV for the past couple of years. You know, they kept on doing this. If you see something, say something. You know, see something, say something. You know, it's their way of saying, we want you to narc on whoever. We want you to do our job for us. We want the public to narc and rat on everybody else. That's what they want. See, the thing is, people are going to look at me like that dude I was just talking to. They're going to look at me as a radical. They're going to try and label me as a radical or somebody that is, you know, doesn't care for human life, you know, because I want to go outside or whatever. You know, just living like a free man. You know, because they're so brainwashed into this virus thing. They'll be like, oh, well, you going outside and being a free man like that, you're gonna put everybody in danger. You're gonna kill so many people just because you went outside. Come on, people. I'm really, and the closer and closer everything gets, and the more I keep on trying to warn people, the more I have realized that there's there's uh, there's a lot of people out there that are demanding their own slavery. And I don't think they realize what they're demanding. I really don't think that they realize it. I think they think everything's going to be fine. Hell, when this virus it passes, it'll pass, and everything will be just fine, back to normal. But I've also asked the question, what if I'm not wrong? What if I am right? Because there's a lot of them out there. It's like, man, you're fucking crazy. You're a fucking wackadoo. You're wrong. Well, I hope to God I am. But what if I'm not? What then? What then? I mean, because quite honestly, when it comes to your front door, it's too late. It's already too late. People like me, that are like-minded like me, the mass of society is going to try to ostracize us. They're going to try to ridicule us. They're going to try and segregate us. Because we're not complying with the authorities. We're not complying with master government. And honestly, man, it's not necessarily the fucking soldiers, and it's not necessarily the cops. I mean, yeah, they are a lot to worry about, but I worry more about the average everyday people that are eating this shit up like candy, and they're going to be the ones that end up killing their neighbors. They might end up getting their fucking family killed just because they've been brainwashed into believing this narrative. I need help from all of y'all. The very few people that watch my videos. I need help from all of y'all. Honestly, man, the mind of North America is being fought for. And a lot of them are already complied and capitulated with that. Their mind has already been turned off. They're just following orders now. Even that dude I was talking to, he just thinks that what I'm talking about is just so so massive, so goddamn, it's too big to be true. It cannot be true, because it's just massive. I mean, this is worldwide. I mean, and all that stuff. I mean, it can't be true, man. You can't sit there and just shut down the whole fucking planet. You can't just kill off 90% of the planet. You can't. That's just not happening. That cannot happen. Really? You know what? My dad went to Vietnam, all right? 2 tours in Vietnam. I remember when my dad was telling me he never thought in his lifetime, it's like that old saying, it's like, oh yeah, it'll never happen in our lifetime. Yeah, it'll never happen. Yeah, this is America. It won't fucking happen here. He never thought in his lifetime that he would see the Berlin Wall come down. He never thought it would ever happen. He never thought it would ever happen. And it did. So all you out there that are thinking, oh, it just can't happen. It'll never happen. Shit. That's just too radical. That's too out to lunch. That cannot possibly fucking be real. Like I said, I hope to God it's not. I hope to God I am wrong. And I hope to God that all those people that are saying, oh man, don't worry about it, shit, fucking, whatever. Well, I hope they're right. I hope everything will just go back to normal. Very, very soon. I just don't think that's real. I mean, I don't think I'm wrong. And quite honestly, man, like I said, I hope I am. But, and then like I said, on the other hand, what if I'm not right? I mean, what if I'm not wrong? What if I'm not wrong and I'm actually right about what I'm talking about? What then? What then for those people that thought I was crazy and I'm just a radical and I'm talking out of my ass type of thing? If I'm not wrong, what then? I don't know. That was bugging me, so I had to get it out. C1122 Wingnut Radio for our Anarchy TV, and I'm back out.